Hey, what's going on, guys? Access Magical Team Nocturnal, and today I'm going to show you how to install Rohan's kernel for the AOSP ROMs. This applies to CM10, AOKP, and Pandroid for the HTC One XL, or in your case, in AT&T's case, One X LTE. Basically, what I'm going to do is download it, pop it on your phone, show you how to install it. You can install it with or without recovery. If you're on the older age boot. If you're on the newer age boot, you have to install with Flash GUI only, because you cannot flash it in recovery. Or you can use fast boot if you're familiar with the fast boot commands. I'm not going to show you fast boot in this video because I'm going to show you a very easy way to do it, where you don't need fast boot and you don't need a computer. So what you want to do is you want to go ahead and download the kernel, and you want to download the latest one. In this case, it's B4, which was updated 3 days ago. So I'm going to go ahead and get that. We're going to save it to your desktop. Okay, and then we are going to plug in the One X. Now, remind you this, you can go on XDA on your phone and download it right to your phone. You don't need a computer, like I said. Doing the computer is a little faster. So you want to turn on USB storage if you're using a computer. And then you want to copy the kernel to the root of your SD card. Once that's done, you want to unmount the device. And then we are going to go ahead and flash your Flash image GUI. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we already mounted the phone, so we're going to turn off USB storage. Go ahead and unplug the USB cable, we don't need it no more. And we are going to open Flash image GUI. If you don't have this application, you can download it from the Google Play Store. It's free. There is a donate version, but they both work the same. So what you're going to do is select kernel image. Okay, you're going to hit browse. You're going to go down to find the kernel you want to install, and then once it says it's in a temporary directory, you want to clear cache. Leave the clear. Make sure you hit check clear delegate and clear cache. Make sure they're checked. Hit flash image. Hit yes. And the new kernel is now installed. Now his kernel does not have modules, so you don't have to flash in recovery. Usually if the kernel has modules within the zip file, you would have to flash the boot image this way, then go in recovery and flash the kernel again, so you can get the modules installed to your phone or push them manually. So that's one way to do it. Now if you have the older age boot, where you're able to flash kernels and all that stuff from recovery, I'm going to show you that way too. So I'm going to reboot recovery. Okay, so now we're in recovery. Now this way to do it only applies if you wanted to flash the kernel in recovery, or if you had modules to install with the kernel, which is in case it don't. It only works for HBoot that's older than 1.14, which would be like the older AT&T or Rogers or Telstra phones. So what you would do is you would hit install. You would look for the kernel. And then you would go ahead and install the kernel, and then when it's done, you would wipe your cache and double cache and reboot. Since you already installed the kernel with Flash image GUI, we don't have to do this step anymore. Now if you're installing a Sense kernel and it has modules, which usually it does, then yeah, you would use Flash image GUI, install the boot image, and then go in here and recover and install the kernel again, so it installs the modules. But like I said, in this case it doesn't have them, so we don't have to do that. So the kernel's installed, go ahead and reboot and check it out. Alright, so we have the kernel flash. We're booted back in the system here. So what we're going to do is go ahead to settings, and in this case I'm in Nocturnal Dirty ROM. So it has performance settings from CM10. You can go over here, hit OK. You can go to processor. You can see the current CPU frequency, the governor you have set, and his kernel has a bunch of governors in here. CPU speed, you can do up to 1998 megahertz. And you can go down to 192 if you want to really go that slow. It probably wouldn't work though. In this case I had it set to 728. I don't really need to overclock to 2 gigahertz. You know, that's just me. It also has zRAM support. So to get to that, you go to memory management, hit zRAM, and I have mine set to 10%. You can do higher if you want. depends if your ROM supports it or not. So yeah, that's it. That's the kernel. It runs very smooth. There's not really much lag to it. It's very good. So that's how you install the kernel on the HTC One XL. This is XS Magical with Team Nocturnal. If you like this video, feel free to subscribe. Leave a comment below. Follow us on Twitter, as well Google Plus and Facebook. And thank you for watching.